Name check, sir.
Peter Brooks, mate.
Edward Brown.
Robert Parrish.
Ashley Isaac. Chris Wickens.
My goodness. Okay, over to you guys. The judges are the guys talking to, not me.
Yeah, we thought we'd show you on the big screen.
There's no pressure on lads now, the judges are here, you know, just...
Well, we
Right,
don't
say
know if
that.
this version will work, so it'll be interesting.
Revert
Yeah,
to the
cheers.
release.
Thank you.
Most one you remember works.
Thanks very much.
We know this one doesn't work.
Where did the judges come around?
Groups of
no,
judges.
yeah,
Alright, yeah.
We've got a short list of the top 3 teams from each of our sections.
Okay.
yeah, it's 20 teams, so we're judging this, yeah. So we're all...
So now
Come on, guys.
Yeah,
Ah, right.
we take cash. Everything that needs a receipt.
Do you take debit?
Yeah, we can find a way to swap that.
Okay, so some words about what your game is about while it gets going.
Yeah, so it's a racing game. It's a 2D side-scrolling game. You jump around on platforms, and the idea is to beat your opponent to the goal. It's networked, so you can play.
weird.
Something
awful stuff has happened in our British history. Anyway.
So you can play with other people. We haven't tested how many, but quite a lot.
We've tested 5.
Yes.
What's for 5? So it kind of ties into the heart theme in that the faster you run, the faster your heart beats, and eventually it gets to the point where you're completely fatigued essentially, and it stops running.
Yeah.
There is, across the top of the game, you'll see when it gets running, a type of monitor showing a pulsating heart, and there are lines going across towards a button prompt. When the line goes through the prompt, you press it, and it will slow your heartbeat down, so you can keep going faster for longer. Because because if you don't, you'll stop and slow down.
So are we on this machine here, are we? This machine here?
Yes.
No, I wouldn't.
I suppose.
If you just let me go back to the
Yeah,
previous
just take your time.
Take your time, it's okay.
Okay, thanks.
I lost my mouse. Yeah, we've lost track of time. We had a version that was working nice. The version control is good, but if you don't mark versions that exist, it's being good.
Where did you get your assets from?
They're all most of them.
Most of them come from me.
Great.
I created the sprites on Photoshop mostly.
9 hours.
Yeah, you did a good job. About a lot of content in however long you had.
And it's all X and A.
All X and A, yes.
All X and A. We've started completely from scratch on Friday night. So
So how do you find the challenge so far? Do you think it was good? You like the themes that you're given and everything? So
Yeah, the theme's interesting.
Great.
We were discussing for hours just to come up with an idea,
Yes.
and we eventually settled on this one.
right,
Okay, you wanna?
Give it a go. He's got terrible collision detection, so watch this one.
Okay.
Have I?
Yeah, I haven't updated yours.
Okay.
Presumably the networking code is the same. Right. Oh, it's someone else in as well.
So it's multiplayer.
It's
So it's
Multiplayer.
Got up to 5 players tested, did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you see the bar in the top left, that indicates your stamina. When it turns red, you're about to give out, and if that happens, you need to time the yellow bars. When it comes across the X button, you press the X button, and it gives you a bit more stamina to work with.
The idea is you've got to pace yourself.
Yes.
If you run too fast, you end up.
You cannot just run and go. Especially if you're going full sprint like me there.
Yeah.
So do you have any power-ups?
Power-ups were on their way.
So pace yourself before the power up is the
We
thing.
thought we had more time.
It's collision detection or power-ups. They're both in there. They're both working, but not at the same
Yeah.
time. Okay, collision detection.
Don't worry lads, we're aware of the time constraints of numbers, so it's fine.
And actually, I think I think I've gone back too far. I don't think we have an end in this one. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Yeah, we do.
Well done.
Do we have different goals?
Yeah, we probably do.
Yeah.
So his ending in a different place. We've got the level's local, so if he's got a different level to me, it's...
I was about to say, what's the networking infrastructure?
It's actually multicast.
It's just doing socket.
It's
UDP multicast.
So how are you doing synchronization?
basically each
Player puts out their position and every client picks it up. Their position, well, there's a state object that we send.
So is it possible that one machine's actually running faster than the other, so you get an advantage, or do you have a constant frame rate? Or?
No, everything's done using game time. We interpolate using the velocity and whatever between frames, between network updates. We don't update the network every frame because that's just far too intensive.
So by slowing down, it will power himself anyway, will he? Is that
Yeah, he'll recover.
If you slow down,
He recovers, yeah.
But then you won't win the race.
but then you're in win the race. I think you. Where is your goal? Oh,
Here it is.
Hey, and that didn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Learning out of it, anything significant learning wise?
Have a game engine ready before you start trying to make the game in 48 hours instead of trying to write a game engine from scratch and a game in 24 hours.
And how have you
Okay.
found the teamwork side of it? You all work together?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy that?
Yeah.
Quite well.
Some of us new here, we don't know each other.
Brilliant. That's what I hear. Yeah.
But we work together quite well, I think.
Okay, well, thank you very much, guys.
Yeah,
Excellent
well done.
stuff.
Excellent.
On to the next one.